Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Big Day Fitness video. I'm gonna keep the name Big Day Fitness, I like it. Although I want this channel to be more than just fitness. Alright, I'm gonna lay down some guidelines, some things that I think will help you starting on improving your life. Alright, so we gotta think about the different aspects. We got physical, mental, financially, and another big one is time management, which is not right in those. So for physical, obviously we get diet and exercise. So I'm gonna just go over the theory, and then we can get into the habits, the actionable steps that you can actually take to start improving yourself. So physical, it's really all about diet and exercise. People know this and they just don't want to take the steps to fix what they're doing wrong. For most people, it's basically just about adding in good foods and slowly removing bad foods. It can be gradual over time. Your life is not a sprint. Right, it's a marathon, and we're trying to be healthy and focus on longevity. So and exercise is the same thing. It's going to improve everything about your life if you don't exercise at all right now. Mental. So improving mental health in general, if you have issues, is good. But also, if you don't have any issues, you just are low productivity, low energy. There's a lot of things that you can do to improve how your mind functions. There's supplements you can take, there's habits you can do, we'll get into those. Financial, if you work a job and you make money and you're not saving any money, you're not doing yourself any favors. I think you really got to do favors for your future self. If right now, if you make $100 and you spend $100, you are destroying the future version of yourself. Where's their money? They're going to have to use their time to spend the money. You should be focusing on making your own life easier for yourself, by doing the hard work now, saving the money, investing in the money. That money grows, then your future self can focus on more important things, spending time with friends and family, just sitting on the money that you've already made, and time management. This is one of the biggest things I struggle with. Time management is so important. Alright, I'll just read off what I got here. Time management. Biggest thing with time management is audit. You got to audit your time. The IRS audits you, right? They go through all your money and they see what you've been spending. And if you've been taxed correctly, do that with your time. Run through your day. Like, this is the biggest thing I've done. I've taken the Google Calendar on the computer and I go through and I'm trying to I'm blocking out pieces of time for different things that I want to do. And my habits, going to the gym, playing basketball, working on my business, All right. With the time management, Dean Grazioso is a success coach that I've learned stuff from online. He talks about a bookcase example. So ready? You got your bookcase in life. Every single person's bookcase is full. You exist for the full 24 hours every single day. So if you want to add in new things, you have to first take a book out and replace it with this new book. Your time is full. Whatever you've been doing, even if if you're not successful, if you're not happy with what you're doing, you're doing something. So you have to remove something before you can add something new in. You're not going to find empty space because you really don't have any, because you're always doing something. All right, let's talk about Keystone Habits. For a lot of people, so a keystone habit is really the foundation for improvement. For me, when I was in high school, my freshman year, or 8th grade freshman year, is when I really started working out and lifting. And that was my keystone habit for self-improvement. Like, once you figure out that there are things that you can do that literally improve yourself, progress is very important to everybody. If you're not making progress, you're regressing. So once you find something that is improving you, you can start to find and pick up other things that are going to improve you as well. So exercise improves you. Eating a better diet improves you. So I'm going to run through some keystone habits. So exercising. Exercising can lay the foundation for you to improve your life. Once you discover exercising and you learn to enjoy it by doing exercises that you like, there's tons of different exercises. Go play basketball, go swimming, go running, go biking, anything. Lifting weights, doesn't matter. You don't have to train powerlifting or bodybuilding, right? You can do calisthenics, body weight stuff, right? It's fun, but it's hard to start. But once you discover that, you can get into, that might be your foundation. Once you start lifting, then you might start tracking what you eat. You know, if you exercise but you eat like garbage, you're gonna feel like garbage after you exercise. You know, so then you're like, oh, maybe I should start eating better. You know that. So exercise was your foundation for that. So another one is tracking what you eat. Even if you don't exercise, if you start tracking what you eat, you're gonna start feeling better. You're gonna start having more energy. You know, you're like, oh, what's another? I track what I eat now. I eat really good. What's another thing I can do? You know. You can develop a daily routine. You know, I've had a morning, you don't want to make your morning routine too crazy because then you spend all your time on your morning routine. I've done that. It's pretty funny. You know, if you stack an hour and a half worth of stuff to do right in the morning, it can get pretty crazy. But developing a good morning routine, you know, I had a video about a morning routine on the channel if you want to check it out. But I should update it. I'll update it eventually. It's a little old. But, I mean, get out of bed. First thing, get out of bed. Don't check your phone, right? Go right outside and see the sun. That's very important for you, right? The sun is very important for everything to do with your circadian rhythm. You know, really important, seeing the sun first thing in the morning, right? Drink a coffee, you know, that's fine. You know, get up, develop a morning routine that works for you, and keep doing research on what you should be doing in the morning. There's tons of stuff out there. I'll even put stuff out there for you guys. Meditation is another one, right? Meditation can be a keystone habit. If you get up every day and you meditate, that might set the foundation to have a perfect day, right? I know for me, sometimes I wake up in the morning. I've been trying to meditate. It's something that I struggle with for a long time. Meditation it's easy to sit there and do. It's not easy, right? But it can be easy to sit there for 3 to 5 minutes. I've been doing 3 to 5 minutes on this app called Medito that Hamza recommended, right? I've been using that. And it's been really good, but I've been struggling with stringing it together. You know, I got to keep doing it every single day. That's the biggest thing is consistency and stringing it together. But meditation can be the reason that you have a good day. You know, you can be like, you wake up, your head's a mess, you know, you're all over the place with your thoughts, and then you sit down and you force yourself to be present for literally just 5 minutes. And that can be the thing that sets you on having a good day, you know? Plan out your day, time management. You know, the biggest thing you can do is right before you go to bed, plan out in big chunks what you're gonna do tomorrow. So mine looks like I have my Google Calendar, and I'm like, all right, the beginning of my day, I have like 30 minutes to an hour of, I wake up, I go outside, I just did this today. I wake up, go outside, I have my coffee, I make a frozen coffee in the morning with like this powdered coffee stuff, really good, right? Have my coffee, go outside, and just like, dude, I sat on the couch and just sat there for a little bit, for a couple minutes to wake up, you know? And now I'm ready, you know? This is the first thing I'm doing, you know? I'm ready to go, ready to work on my stuff, you know? But I got my day plan. I got my deep work, right? We got this going on for me. Later I'm gonna take care of all the stuff I gotta do at home, and then I'm gonna go play basketball. You know, I know what my day looks like, you know? So that's really helpful because you can write it down too. Write it down, and then you can see in your head exactly what you gotta be doing at any different time. You know, you will know once you start planning it out. And that's really helpful. Having something to do all the time is really helpful for making sure you get stuff done, you know, and make sure that you prioritize and you're doing the most important things for you to make progress on yourself. All right, improving personal willpower is another one. I just went on a list, found a list of Keystone Habits, you know, and wrote down the ones that I agreed with, you know. So improving personal willpower. Willpower is very important. Willpower will get you over going to a party and not eating the wrong things. You know, you'd be like, oh, I don't need to. I don't need that, you know. Willpower is really important to cultivate because the more willpower you invoke, you know, the more you use, the stronger it gets. You know, I could go and watch people eat food that I would love, but I can't have it right now. You know, it's not on my plan today, you know, and I don't need to have it. You know, I'm more than comfortable at this point saying no to things like that, you know, because I know what I need. Willpower is very important to cultivate, but it can be hard to start. You know, if somebody offers you a slice of cake, you'd be like, oh, I like cake, you know, but sometimes saying no is the right answer. Creating accountability. This is really good. I have to get more of this. You know, I have Andrew, I have Kay, but they help me stay accountable with things. You know, so I try to be Andrew's accountability, my brother's accountability partner when we go to the gym. I'm like, he's playing a game, and I'm like, get up, we're going to the gym, you know, and sometimes he says no, and the other times he says yes when he wouldn't have gone to the gym because I didn't push him. You know, I'm trying to keep him accountable and going consistent and setting up a keystone habit for him, which is exercise for him. You know, when he exercises, he eats better. When he exercises, he feels better. You know, and I'm trying to be that for him. You know, so getting a gym partner, you know, getting somebody who you track your goals alongside with, you know, even a little bit of competition between two people is really good. You know, when I go to the gym with Connor, I lift more because he does more and I'm like, all right, I have to do more. You know, having somebody to compete against or hold you accountable is really important. Cooking. Once you start cooking your own stuff, and I want to do a huge series on this channel about teaching people how to cook even the most basic stuff if you don't know how to cook. Cooking is so important. You know, once you learn to cook all your own stuff and learn to cook it fast and efficiently, you can eat a lot better because you will know how to make everything. You know, like when I go into the kitchen now and I think of something that might be good, I try to cook it as healthy as possible, and I try to go off of recipes when I don't need to. You know, and I try to cook it myself first. You mess it up, or maybe you turn to some recipes, then you learn and you use those. So like now I have tons of recipes in my brain that I can go back to, that I know how to cook all my favorite foods. And it's just so important because I can have anything a restaurant can cook in the same amount of time it would take me to go to the restaurant and eat it, because I know what I'm doing at this point with cooking all these different things. So learning about cooking and improving your cooking is really important. That can be a keystone habit for you. That can be what gets you to eat better. And then eating better is what gets you to exercise. You know, cooking can be a keystone habit, you know? And then another thing, practicing gratitude. You know, practicing gratitude is really important. I've set up a couple different habits for myself every single day. I still live with my family, coming live from my parents' basement. You know, I live with them, I love them, and every single day I go around and I hug every single member of my family. We call it daily hug time. You know, and I say I love you and I'm thankful for you. Every single day I say that. And sometimes I forget, and sometimes they do it to me. You know, but I'm the one that started that with my whole family. So, and I'm proud of that. I really love that. That we all have this like thing that we share together now, the daily hug time. But practicing, like try to get up in the morning, and I use a journal, right? Journal can be a huge keystone habit, right? There's a couple different ways you can journal, but gratitude journaling, I open a page and I say, I am thankful for my family. They provide for me. You know, they do this, they do this. I am so thankful for them. Write out all the things you're thankful for every morning and try to have a bad day. Try to be angry after being thankful for so many things, you know? You have to be thankful for everything you have. You know, you don't even know what you're thankful for until you start thinking about it. Shifting the mindset towards one of gratitude is really important. You know, so I'll go back to this. So physical, diet, and exercise. You know, we know what we got to do to be strong, and we know what we have to do to look better, be strong. It's eat the right things and exercise, you know? And if you don't know, subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna be talking about all this, you know? Mental, get back to mental, journaling, meditating, you know, there's tons of things that like, a lot of this self-improvement is all about mindset. You know, if you're operating under an improvement mindset, you know, I love myself, you know, but I have flaws, you know, and trying to work every day, making progress and improving myself that's progress. That's real growth. And I'm not negatively talking to myself. I'm not bullying myself. I just know where I'm weak and where I can improve, you know? So like journaling, I journal. I don't know where it went. It's right here. I got a Star Wars journal, and just started this one, but I got tons and tons of notes of I was doing a challenge where I was learning some stuff about my work that I'm working on. I'm doing a course, and I've been taking some notes here. Not notes for the course, like my thoughts after the course, because I have notebooks and notebooks of this course that I've been taking, you know, and I'll talk about that in my mission statement in another video. I'll talk about what I'm doing, but this is really where I have my gratitude and where I have like my daily thoughts, and it's really important. It's not something I do every single day, you know. I'd love to, and I'm trying to, but just making an effort to continue to do it every other day, every day, is important. Writing down what you're thinking, doing a brain dump, writing everything that's in your mind can really clear your head. Your mind is a computer, but it's not a hard drive. When you have thoughts, your brain is really good at having thoughts and really bad at holding on to them. I write out everything I'm thinking, everything, and I write it down. I have piles of notes that are just stuff that I've written that I'll eventually go through, and I've transitioned to, I like writing like with my hands, but I'm trying to do more on the computer so that it's a lot easier to go through. It's definitely going to be a lot easier to go through when I organize it. Right now I'm writing programs and my own course on how to improve with health and fitness. Right, I'm writing it right now. I'm going to release a course at some point, and so I'm going through and I'm writing everything I know down about starting on diet and exercise, and it's hard, it's beating me up, but I'm trying to organize it as efficiently as possible and do work on that. Financial, there's tons of millions of videos. Graham Stephan is the best guy for financial, right? Save your money and invest. If you don't like your job, get a different job. Nobody's holding you there. It's way more important to earn money doing something you're passionate about. Right? All right. Physical, mental, financial, time management. What else? I had a tweet the other day. Maybe I'll pull it up. I said the 3 keys. Here, I'll find it. I'll read you guys these tweets. I'm gonna put my Twitter in the description. Follow along. I've been tweeting a ton about stuff that is really important to me. Here we go. I'm just gonna read this out. Success in life is determined by 3 factors alone: health, mindset, and action. Health is everything to do with the body, the diet, the lifestyle. Exercise, sleep is very important. I didn't talk about that. Sleeping good is gonna set you up for success. Emotional, mental health, and mental toughness, that's health. Health is everything to do with you, So improving on every facet of yourself is so important for overall success and making progress and self-improvement. These aren't buzzwords, they're real. All right. Mindset is so important, and it's so overlooked when you're improving yourself. There's a mindset you take with you when you go into the gym, a mindset when you go to eat. Your mindset might be 80-20, right? I can be eating 80% healthy, 20% whatever I want. For me, I'm eating 100% healthy. I'm looking to eat, my mindset is I'm looking to eat 100% healthy to improve myself and make sure I'm doing the right thing. I've done the 80-20. It doesn't work as well. I end up binge eating. I don't care. All right, I'm improving myself. For me, I eat 100% healthy when I am. Mindset is the most important. Without a positive mindset, everything is worthless. Without the right mindset, diet and exercise are way less effective, right? And what else? Here we go. Action, right? This is the call to action of the video. Having the right mindset and being positive are nothing unless you execute on your goals. We've heard of SMART goals, right? Let me pull up SMART goals. I'll read it. All right, ready? SMART goals. Specific. Let's say you have, when you have a goal, I'm bad at this too, SMART goal is something that is specific, right? Measurable, right? You know how to calculate it. Attainable, you can actually get there. Realistic, and time-based, time-bound, right? So when I set a goal for my body, ready? I want to weigh 200 pounds and be at 13% body fat, right? That's pretty big, because right now I weigh about 200 pounds and I'm probably about 20% body fat, so it's about changing that, measurable. I know that I'm at 200 pounds and I know when I'm at 13% body fat. You can get that, you can go figure that out, Attainable. Right now, I mean, for me, it would be losing like 10 pounds of body fat, 10% body fat, or 7%. So it's attainable, but it's going to be hard. Realistic. Is that realistic for me? I don't know. I tend to hold on to a little bit more body fat. I just always have. Even when I was in the best shape, when I was playing football and running every day, I didn't have clean cut abs. It's all about diet for me. So is it attainable? Yes. Is it realistic for me? I don't know. We got to get as close as possible and see where, at a certain point when somebody starts losing body fat, they might feel worse. So maybe for me, 15% might feel better. Maybe I'm not built for abs. It's okay. Time bound. Let's give that a goal. So I'm setting a goal for myself right now. I want to be 200 pounds, right? A lot of muscle at 13% body fat. So let's do that in 3 months. Let me write this down. Hold myself accountable. You guys are my accountability partners. All right, so ready? 200 pounds, 13% body fat in 3 months. You can use this framework, the SMART goals, to set any goal. You just have to make sure it hits all the targets. Because if it doesn't hit the targets, if I'm like, I'd love to be 250, 10%, it would be hard for me to even weigh 250 unless I was really fat, I don't think I'm gonna weigh, without drugs, 250 muscular, I don't know. But for me, I don't think that's reasonable. That'd be a lot of work. All right. Action. Having the right mindset and being positive are nothing unless you execute on your goals. Being action-oriented is the step that takes the mindset you've cultivated and transfers it into reality. Taking action. I wrote another one, but here, I'll go find that one. Here we go. The number one success habit is simply taking action. An all-powerful God thinks things into existence. Think about that. When God, all right, it doesn't matter your religious beliefs, but God thought things to happen and they happened. The smaller you can make the gap between ideation, or when you think of something, and creation, when it becomes real, the more powerful you become. I thought this video right now. I just wrote out this video and now I'm making it real. I thought it and so it will become. The smaller the gap between thinking about something and it becoming real, the more powerful you become. I think of gaining, like if I thought of being 200 pounds, 13% body fat, and it happened, I would be all powerful, right? But I'm not. It's gonna take time. I'm gonna have to put in work for that, So, but the small, like, if you thought things and they happened, you would be very, very powerful. The more money you have, the more you just buy people's, when you have a lot of money, you just buy other people's time and you say, hey, this is my new idea, do it. And people do it. That is power, So, thinking and translating that into reality is action, right? You can have all the positive mindset you want, but if you lack action, it will all be for nothing. You can have an overflowing fountain of great ideas, but ideas are not the building blocks of success unless the ideas are pulled from your mind into real life. You are powerful. You know, you can build a successful life. You can build a successful body. You can eat healthy. You can do all those things. You can make money. Unless you do not translate your ideas into reality. Knowledge is not power. I know how to do all these things, and yet I'm still here. You know, I'm still at the beginning of my journey, you know? Action is power. This is the action for me. Bring your ideas into reality, and you will become powerful. There are plenty of other things that go into a successful and healthy life. Family and friends, and those can fall under health. Having a healthy family/social life isn't as important for health as diet and exercise. Without human connections, we stop being human. You know, so I'm not saying that the only thing, I'm not saying that health, mindset, action, that's the only thing, but everything in life are going to go into these things. You know, and maybe they're not. Maybe, because this is just something I made up, you know, but I feel really strong about this, you know, so. All right, I hope that this can not only inform you of things you can be doing, but influence you to take some action to positively improve your life today, you know? And if you're lost and this didn't make any sense, in my next videos, I'll try to explain everything. I'm gonna break everything down about diet, exercise, about journaling, meditating, everything that I know that I can convey onto you to get you to start your journey. Just please, just do some more research, you know, or don't do any more research. Just start being better. You know, you can do it. It's not about knowing the perfect things to do. I'm not perfect. I don't know the perfect things, but it's just about taking action and proving to yourself that you can get the results you want. You can do this, you know? All right. Have a great day.